Chainsaw Man.
We back?
Oh my
We
god.
doing
There,
something anyway?
there's
We
a
are not
whole
back.
there's a whole 30 people that are. Oh, by the way, if you're noticing the setup here, it's this is how long this is how we left the setup. It's like when you go back into your office after like 10 years and you're like, "Oh, it's just as I left it." As just a sheen of dust and like memories of the
This is
before times.
return to office from COVID. Be like,
Yeah, yeah. Seems like our mouths got it right here. Let me uncover our mouths here. Let's see. Goodbye to you. Oh, well, just keep recording as I do this. Hell yeah. Goodbye to you. We can keep the tank, and you are cradling a nuke like it's a baby, so it feels very in line with
happy
who I know you
about
are.
that. Yeah. That fits. That fits. Holy shit, my dude. Been what, a
Just
year and a
fucking
half,
deleting
2 years?
those. Hold on, just deleting those made my OBS say encoding overloaded. You watch out, you devil, you. Oh my god.
I'm recording on a fucking MacBook, dude.
Fuck yeah,
Things
yeah.
are different.
I'm recording on a 2019 gaming laptop that's can confidently run Portal 2 at the lowest settings. uh, but yeah, no, it's welcome back. It's like we never left. Truly, look at our. There's a whole 30 people overshotting it probably that are real excited about this.
Probably.
Holy fuck! I mean, listen, bro. We were internet celebrities, and now I've moved on to greener pastures. 100 girlfriends, which I have to
You
show,
are an actual celebrity over there. Like
bro.
you get donations
They
and everything.
worship me like a god.
I show
Truly,
whole and I make money.
I'm working on it. I'm working. I got a video of myself. So I did go to a listen. Vex fucking copped out on me. I wanted to film a skit for this. I wanted to go to a hot tub place and fucking film me in the hot tub like I'm Reze beckoning him in. They bitched out. They bitched out on me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, but you have to have passionate fucking post hot tub sex with your girlfriend. So
I did.
I did you a favor.
That's you know what? You're right. You're actually right. Vex could have cockblocked me, but he didn't. I'm sorry, they didn't. Fuck, man. Why did I have to know you before you transitioned? I can't get it out of my brain.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
this is like it's like that meme. Like, remember, allow me. May I dead name you briefly for a bit?
I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Remember David from the Chainsaw interviews? This is them now. They're trans and have titties. Feeling old yet?
Oh my god.
But
Yeah.
yeah, all that to say, if you're looking for me, this is every once in a while we'll do these little brief catch ups, me and Vex. I'm sure if part 2 ends or if Chainsaw Man ends in general, we'll do like a wrap up on our thoughts. The Chainsaw Man genes will always live within us. It was, I mean, a huge part of us on the internet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very nostalgic thing for me. I especially, and that's going to be a big part of talking about this movie is that when I watched this movie, I mean, this was we were right in the thick of our weekly reviews when the Bomb Devil arc was coming out, and to be able to read that weekly, the manga that went on to become legend. I mean, it kind of feels like reading the Frieza arc weekly. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is like, I mean, literally, this is topping the box office in America. And when this was coming out weekly, it felt like a little niche shit post manga. You know what I mean? Like, back then,
Oh
like,
yeah.
it hadn't really clicked with me how serious, how big Chainsaw Man was going to be. I think until the final arc, where I was like, "Oh, this is a fucking masterpiece," you know.
And then part 2 happened.
Which, and like my feelings on part 2, I'll say this, and we'll talk about it more in future videos, I'm sure. It is a lot more bearable when you binge it, because I stopped reading it for about a year, and then I binged those chapters, and I was able to read about a year's worth of chapters in about a half hour. But
It do be like that.
I'll tell you what, that binge is a lot more satisfying. The weekly, it's a goddamn nightmare show. But all that to
I
say,
literally
one last. Do you mind if I say one last thing? Just because, yeah.
go ahead.
If you're looking for where I am recently, over on our second channel, I'll card it here. Chaos Squared. We originally made that channel to continue the Chainsaw Man reviews. I assume this is going on the main channel, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So over on the second channel, which at this point I wouldn't shouldn't even call it a second channel. They're two separate channels at this point with two very different things. But all that to say, like I've found a new passion project with Rios, the guy who drew us fucking Makima up here. Truly that it was a drawing that altered the course of my life and his life. And we review 100 Girlfriends now. It's a silly, wacky comedy harem series. It's surprisingly progressive stint, which I love about it. And yeah, so we've been doing that for over a year now, and we're finding a lot of success with it. We have a fun community. If that sounds interesting, I'm over there and I'm loving it. But every once in a while, I'll come back here to my Chainsaw Man roots. So yeah,
Yeah.
off. Good to see you guys
So
again.
yeah, no, like it's great having you back over here, at home where you belong. It's
Sorry.
like it's like dad left for milk and cigarettes and never wanted to come home.
The fucking trials and tribulations of adult life have been fucking grinding me to a pulp.
Dude,
I'm over
dude, I feel that.
I'm over here like
But
Denji. Just
like,
I need a mommy to make all my decisions for me.
you got one.
She doesn't make all. Well, I guess she kind of does. It was like basically 90% her buying this fucking house. She did all the paperwork, and I was like, "If you say so." This seems
If you
pretty
say
scary. Mortgage? That's
if you
scary. I don't know if I want to do that.
if you say so, honey dearest.
As long
But
as you let
like,
me in
it's
that ushy
crazy.
gushy.
Okay, Benji, calm down.
Bark, bark.
Um, but like we've both been domesticated since the last recording, so I
You got
can't even
ushy
say
gushy over there as well.
yes.
I
Oh
liked
my
the
God.
review where Red and Vex described the ushy gushy they got for a long time.
But like it was really nostalgic going and seeing this, and then
Yeah.
I kind of said way back when, before this became the Power Rangers review channel and the Ben 10 review channel, that this would be the perfect arc to adapt into a movie because it's so
Yes. We've
compact.
been talking about this for a while.
And
Not only is it compact, but like it's like 80% action. Yeah.
yeah, no, literally. And then the other big thing for me, with this is you absolutely loved Reze as a character. I fucking
At the
hated
time,
her.
I very much did. I think at the time, so reading this weekly when it came out was super fun because it allowed. I was a sucker. I didn't see the obvious red flags. Looking back retroactively at Chainsaw Man, it's like, oh yeah, no, there's a theme, and the theme is all of the women in this whole series fuck with
Are
him, right?
terrible.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he can't catch a break. Even Asa in part two, who like has genuine feelings for him, has the War Devil in there who's like fucking with him, right?
Yep.
So like that's kind of a running theme. And hindsight 2020, it's like okay, duh, Reze was here to fucking kill him or get the heart for Soviet Russia or whatever. But like at the time, the pattern hadn't really been established.
Yeah.
I didn't know the fucking ultimate bottom that Fujimoto was. I was just before we started this, I was reading.
It's Fujimoto than me.
Yeah, good. You know what? Living your best lives. I didn't even realize just before this. At the time, I didn't realize. But just before this, I was reading the famous interview to Dylan. He rents a room from us to make the mortgage a little easier to pay. But I was reading the famous interview where he's talking about getting his bike knocked over and like coming in his pants from that. I mean, it influences every part of his writing. He can't help but love an evil woman.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean, evil
Hook
women are
whale.
hot.
Oh, dude.
I
Highly recommend you get
so
back into Sonda, by the way. I'm now 35 chapters in. Peak. That's all I'll say.
Jesus Christ. I'll add it to the list of things to watch because you said it's getting animated.
The
So,
animes get 4 episodes in. It's animated by the same studio that does Don to Don, and it's amazing.
and that's what piqued my interest when you said
Yep.
it was the same
And
studio.
you gotta let it get
Um,
in because in the beginning it's like oh silly goofy Santa anime, and then it's like actually this society is like deeply horrifically like pedophile adjacent, and like the kids are like it's crazy. It's such a crazy
yeah,
story.
literally.
Yeah. You didn't get far
Like
enough
coming
in
from
to
like
see that.
But anyway, I don't want to
Sorry,
deal with
sorry,
that
sorry.
again. So,
Deal
but
with
no,
that. What are we
like,
talking about? What are we talking about? That.
I was about to make a joke. I'm like, I don't want any more visitors, so
Oh,
we'll just shut our mouth.
oh,
Uh,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't say anything that's
but
gonna get me
anyway,
visitors, you motherfucker. I don't even know what you're. Are you referring to some
exactly.
FBI watch list situation? I don't like that.
No, not that, but adjacent.
Catholic Church visitors.
No.
That's what I thought you were saying at first. Well, you're
No.
not a kid anymore, Vex. They're not gonna come find you.
Oh, God.
It wouldn't be controlled chaos if we didn't bring this back. I mean, it may not be 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20 anymore. I know we live in a fascist dictatorship and, but I'm going to pretend.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to pretend like I still have. I mean, at least for now we have like 85% free speech, like don't tweet a JD
Yeah.
Vance meme. You might not be able to leave the country or enter the country, but for now at least you
Or
can.
don't have an X gender marker, or you got to carry your documents like it's fucking Nazi Germany. But anyway,
Excellent. If only we ate the Nazi
uh,
devil in our world.
right?
I don't know if you remember, we had a skit.
No.
Let's reminisce on the good old days. We had a skit that I filmed with me and Justin at the beginning of one of our reviews where it's one of my favorites where we're sitting there and there's like, I just got a bunch of like stock Nazi sound effects and stock chainsaw sound effects. And I'm like looking out the window and I'm like, oh, hey, Justin, the Nazi devil's fighting the chainsaw devil out there. And then like, it intensifies and there's like blood splurting and it's like, oh, the chainsaw devil just ate the Nazi devil. And then he's like, shut up, I'm trying to watch this. And it like zooms in and he's watching a Trump speech and then Trump just fucking disappears. And then he's like, huh, Trump was a Nazi. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, that's.
I remember there was one person that got pissed off by that. It was the interesting thing about the Chainsaw Man community is it was especially at that time, because it was towards the end of it, it was getting a lot more like normie. There was like a whole, just a bunch of people, right? Whereas everyone in the 100 Girlfriends community, for the most part, I mean, you have to be like real cool with like polycules as a concept. It's hard to be conservative. And,
Damn right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, dude. It's the 100 Girlfriends. If there's one thing you can appreciate about that, and we'll get back to the movie, I'm sorry, but again, controlled chaos, you're here for it. If there's one thing about 100 Girlfriends, it is the most effective pro-polycule piece of propaganda I've ever seen in my life. I've never wanted a polycule more than after I got into that series. I was like, Allie, come on now, it's polycule time.
Yeah, no, like it is life changing. That and pegging,
Oh, I'm
both
still
life
working
changing
up to that.
experiences.
That's gonna be the honeymoon experience. The day after I
I'll,
get married,
I'll,
I'm spreading my ass cheeks.
I'm buying your partner the biggest fucking
Please
strap
do.
on ever.
Well, I don't think we should start with a huge one. I mean, what if you rip my asshole? I don't want my asshole ripped. I want it pleasured. Size isn't everything.
Nah. Size is everything. Ask the internet.
Oh my god, Dylan was showing me old Pink Guy songs. You know the one I'm talking about, where he's like, I got a 9-inch dick. It's too small. I can't pleasure women. If your dick's under 15 inches, you're a little bitch.
Oh god.
Oh god. Anyway,
Every time Joji releases a new song, more people realize it was Filthy Frank,
it's
and it
amazing.
just fuels the internet for a week on content.
All right,
Um,
let's talk about this damn movie.
I still suffer.
Oh, sorry.
I still suffer through the series weekly, right?
The
So
last one I saw was, oh god. So I saw that I saw the thing about the STD lit devil, which was a cool reveal because like inherently that's very dark, right? She made that contract at like 14. It's like yikes. And then I think the last thing I saw was like they were fighting, and then like the last thing I remember is that Denji was like in Dream World with her, and like she was like, I've been chasing this thing, and he's like, what are you chasing? I think that's the last thing I saw. So
oh god, yeah. So this was like chapter that came out right after we went to Garage, and we were trying to stream Kingdom Hearts then, right? Or right around then. Um,
is this when you
and then
puked at my house?
yeah, yeah, and then
Fantastic.
you added a lovely shot of tequila on top of it, barely eating.
I forgot that you didn't have self control. I apologize. That was my bad. Here we have a recovering alcoholic. I'm like, drink, drink.
Chug, chug, chug.
Just,
I'm not in college anymore.
I believed in your self control, and I shouldn't have. It was my bad.
It was a fun experience.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Cute people live
YOLO.
on
Am I right?
camera.
Yeah, you know, right?
Yeah,
Should have filmed it.
exactly. Even in your 30s, YOLO.
Do we still have the archive for that so people can listen to you vomiting? Is that anywhere?
I
Did you
think
ever?
Ann Arbor
Oh,
saved it.
how fun. Anyway,
Um,
continue.
I am a slut for content. I don't care. But there's I was sitting at the bank reading the chapter while they were getting the money because I wasn't about to try to buy a $2,000 laptop on my credit card and have to
Ooh.
deal with fraud protection.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, because I had to for my Switch 2. I kid you not, I spent an hour on the phone with my Switch 2
Jesus
because they're like,
Christ.
did you try to purchase this at Best Buy? I'm like, yeah.
This is
Did
too
you try to
much. Can
purchase
we
it?
down the slider a little bit on this? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like, it's not even that expensive of a purchase. But
500
I was
bucks.
reading this week's chapter, and by the time they handed me my cash, I was done with the chapter. So you're right. Maybe it is better as a binge.
It really is. I mean, like if you could wait, like just wait till it's done at this point, because like that binge, because like when I binged it, I had like 30 chapters to read, and it was excellent. It was great.
Right.
I read from because
But
I had stopped right where we stopped reviewing, which was like the ears disappearing or whatever, the mouths
so you had to
disappearing.
get 30, 40
Yep,
chapters
I had
to
stopped
read,
there, but then I binged it like a month ago, and I went from there to like the STD Devil thing, and that was a great
which
binge.
was a great reveal.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yes. I mean,
but
that's the
the
thing. It's rough, right? It's not, it'd be so simple if it was like we're still not talking about the Reze movie, by the way. But I guess it's a general catch up. But what was I gonna say? It would be so much simpler if it just became shitty, but it didn't become shitty. It became mid. You know
right.
what? It's
No,
not even that
literally.
simple. It became mid with sprinkles of the original genius still shining through. That's
I
what's rough about
still
it. Yeah.
I still stick with the theory that he had like ideas for one shots for each of the
Yep.
like four horsemen, right? And then he stretched that into the entirety of part two at this point. But the reason I brought that particular conversation up is that there was a text I sent you, like right after I got out of the movie, right? Um, and it was like I was really, really happy for like a good 2 hours there, and I was really, really depressed after it was over because I remembered how good this was to read weekly.
Oh.
And I miss that feeling of
Yeah.
reading it weekly and feeling that happy. Obviously, like the content of the story is depressing as fuck usually, but
Just
like
happy
that
from
feeling
peak
of,
art. Yeah.
yeah, that feeling of loss there
You
of what
know,
was really
yeah,
good.
I had like a surreal. To me, it was like when you go on vacation and you really enjoy it, and then that feeling that you get when you're driving back, and you know what I
Yep.
mean. Because yeah, like I really do miss. I mean, I miss a lot of things about that era, right? I mean, like that was
Hmm.
one of the best parts of my life. I don't. I It's crazy that I will always remember like 2020 into 2021 as like the best section of my life ever. Even despite the fact that it's COVID,
Yeah.
right? Because for me, it was I lost literally 100 pounds in the span of a year.
Hmm.
I got a girlfriend, lost my virginity. We were on top of the world with the Chainsaw Man stuff. I was driving over to your place doing skits all the time. I still had that like creative drive and energy. We were
Hmm.
buying fucking melons from a supermarket and like smashing them in a swamp and then filming it. And we were just having a great time living life. That was back when
Two dudes in a cornfield,
I
like
still sometimes scroll past that, and I have it. I have
Yeah,
two dudes in a cornfield.
Lego She's Lumberjacks, all that shit was so much fun. And then,
My 100 girlfriends Discord, discovering those has been amazing. I literally had a guy who was like deep diving into my old shit, and he was like, "I have seen things that none of you have. I have seen sides of red."
probably referring to you walking me on a leash.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The ones they specifically mentioned was the hentai devil one where I was dressed as like a Christian. Yeah, it was like I've seen Christian red. I'm gonna introduce hentai to my congregation. I still think. Listen, before we die, even if like two people are excited about it, okay, hentai devil sequel, it's gotta happen.
oh, I had jokingly because I bought for Halloween because book talk is a thing, right? And
Oh
book
yeah.
talk and masks and everything. I bought a ghost face mask and a fake buck knife for Halloween for purposes. Uh, and I'm like, well, maybe the book talk devil could be the evolution of the hentai devil. Um,
No, boo. Boring. It's got to be Hentai Devil. Oh, what a disappointing sequel. The Hentai Devil, and then it's not the Hentai Devil? No.
Yeah,
Book Talk Devil can make a cameo.
but I was that was one of the ideas I was kicking around, and then you hit me with the Oasis idea, and if it wasn't like 40 fucking degrees out, and like my balls were freezing to the side of my fucking
Bro,
leg,
that's
you
the
know,
thing
I
about hot
wouldn't
tubs.
mind
You
it.
get in and they're fucking warm. Can you fathom such a
Yeah,
thing?
and you also don't have a 6-inch piece of metal in your arm.
I do have a 6 inch. Fuck me. I do have a 6 inch piece of cock between my legs. Thank you very much.
I'm sure your girlfriend enjoyed it.
Indeed. Thank you. Yes. In fact, so I have a video of me doing the Reze thing in the hot tub, but one of them shows my penis, so I need to make sure not to send you that one. Oh yeah. I'm beckoning. I'm beckoning.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'll probably
Also make
just
sure.
stitch it to the beginning of the fucking but here, just so you can see it for now. This will be, oh god, I really got to make sure I don't send you the one that shows my penis. I'm so scared. I mean, if I do,
Oh my
whatever,
God,
you've
it's a
seen
penis.
my penis. Okay, fine. It's also a penis getting out of a hot tub, so like, it's not in the most impressive state. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, did that send? It's not the penis
It's
one.
it.
No, good luck. Yeah, but I'm beckoning.
Oh, boo. Beautiful. God, Oasis is a fucking trip. Uh, oh my God.
Okay,
So,
so
like,
good.
that would have been a beautiful skit, but I'm sure whatever you and Ali did will be top tier.
We didn't even
Uh,
because like by the time I remembered to film, they were like we had like 10 minutes left, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot. Quick, film me doing this. So I have that, and I don't know. I'll try to do something with it. But
I'm sure
yeah,
you can throw some copyright-free piano music on there.
I want you.
Just
Listen,
make sure it has nothing to do with Warner Brothers, and I'm
yeah. Um, I still want you. Depending on how down you are for this, I just want Hentai Devil emerging from a swamp. Okay, I'm still waiting for that. I want you in your full fucking Hentai Devil get up to fucking crawl in like waist deep into a swamp and then fucking like trudge out, and then we'll throw it right in the wash, But I mean that would be very funny.
stitch this or snip this out of the review and
Yeah.
then send it to me as a clip, and I will send it to you know who, and they can handle filming it if you aren't down to be there
I
because our
want to be
schedules are so
there.
different.
Listen, we are gonna find
Okay.
I want to at some point. We're both gonna take like 2 days off in a row and just like go on local. I want to just be able to drive around with you with no obligations, just like when we drove to that park to do the tennis thing. You know what I mean? When I literally just went on my phone and was like nearest park. You know what I mean? Like I want to
Hell
find
yeah.
a fucking swamp. And you're gonna crawl out of it. It doesn't even have to be, honestly, like we could just go back to that same public park and you could just like lay in the fucking river and like get muddy.
Oh God.
Much
The
like a
thing
stream of cum exits a woman's vulva, the hentai devil exits from the crick. I don't know. We can make it sexual.
that is a fucking sentence.
Indeed.
Chat GPT could never.
Yeah, exactly. We're all about human artistry here. Goon ethically, boys and girls.
Epic.
Unironically, one of my catchphrases in the 100 Girlfriends Discord. I teach them to goon ethically. So anyway, let's talk briefly about the movie, maybe.
Dude, can I
Very
say
good.
I will?
Yeah.
I am still a firm believer in Aki Angel.
Oh
I would
yeah, who
I
isn't,
just
bro?
wish, like it was a great movie, despite the fact that none of them are still alive.
It's yeah, and that is really sad. Like it's there's a part of it that's fun, his writing where everyone fucking dies, but there's also a part of it that's like, damn, dude, like other series, I would have been able to like see these two's relationship progress, but nope, they're both dead. Ugh.
I mean, it was predetermined that Aki was going to die.
Yeah, but he at least
That
could have
part was
gotten a little bit of that bus beforehand.
right.
I don't know if you saw.
I got.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I gotta say, props to the goddamn animators for animating the lingerie scene. Mappa's yaoi
Oh.
roots were really shining through there.
That was, I mean, it was so good. We got all the, honestly, bro, I've never found Power super attractive, but there was like one scene where like her ass is arching up and it really, like in the theater, I turned to Allie and I was like, oh my God.
I need you to cosplay Power.
Oh yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? And you got to be stinky. Like no shower for 3 days, so it's canonically accurate. If I can't smell the pussy from across the room, what's the point? Well, yeah, no, for the record, that is a joke. As much as I wish dirty pussy like worked like pheromones, where I was like, oh wooga, like no, a stinky pussy is unfortunately quite a turnoff. I wish I was a stronger man. Yeah.
I like post work sex fine, but post like no shower for a
No, yeah,
week.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
please,
Slightly
God.
sweaty is one thing, but it's there's a pungent odor at a certain point. But that goes for anything. All that to say, did you see the thing where I don't know if you remember when the manga first came out, and there was that scene where Aki grabs Angel's arm, and they're like, how much lifespan have I lost or whatever? Are you good? Sounds like you're fucking choking.
Yeah, no, I hit my pen.
Oh, okay. So anyway, when that's happening, that happens, and then all of the fandom was like doing calculations about like, okay, so how long could you touch Angel before you die, right? And then people, and then the fandom took those calculations and went, how long could I do back shots on Angel before I die?
Yeah,
So I have good news for those who want to.
someone did the math. I sent you a video where someone did the math
Someone did the
on
math.
TikTok.
Someone did the updated math because when it happened
Uh-huh.
when it happened in the manga, we assumed 3 seconds, but now we know how long he was It was 7 seconds, so you could actually backshot Angel like triple as long as you originally thought you could, which is only good
Damn
news.
right.
Only good news for us.
I would be all up in them cheeks. They're
Yeah. Oh, there's no.
I'm sorry.
I'm a big fan of the lazy character archetype. There's a girl like that in 100
Uh-huh.
Girlfriends, in fact, whose whole thing is that she fucking hates working so much that she decided to become a cat. So she like bought like a fucking cat suit, like like she's got cat ears and a cat tail, and she's like, I just want to be lazy like a cat. I don't want to work. And I'm already in the process of writing a free use fanfic about her. The free use with the lazy character archetype is phenomenal, right? Like, I'm just gonna lay here. In fact, I even thought of an extra addition to that, right? What's better for a character who doesn't want to work? Start an OnlyFans. But like, she's so lazy that they start the OnlyFans for her, and she just lays there and like gets fucked, and then they upload that. Sounds pretty great.
Fuck yes.
That's the aim. That's how Angel's gonna bring money into the Aki household. In the alternate universe where they live, the Angel, he'll just be like fucking Angel's, like Angel will just be laying there fucking like playing like Nintendo DS, and he'll like spread Angel's asshole for the camera and shit, and he'll be like, "This is great. This is gonna get us this is gonna get us this month's rent. Thank you, Angel." He's like, "Whatever, dude. Shut up. I'm playing Animal Crossing." And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like fingering his asshole. Anyway, this sounds great. Someone should write this.
Please, there needs to be more fanfic of them. But there's that scene that I was a very big fan of getting
I
animated.
agree.
And
The
can
Angel
we
Aki fingering scene was very.
n-
Oh, sorry.
no, the lovely embrace there of like I don't want to lose anyone else scene there. I love
Proceeds to
that,
lose
but I
everyone.
also love that I love the fact that they animated the stupidity of how Beam was running like a horse with the fucking
So good.
chains.
Well, yeah, I mean that's
I,
when I think of Chainsaw Man, I think of I remember us fucking yelling about it like it's a chainsaw man riding a shark man like a horse fighting a bomb devil who is accompanied by a flesh tornado. Like I remember us screaming about that and the absurdity of that and just like how just quintessentially Chainsaw Man that is. It
it's
was amazing.
so it's so impressive. Like I always will stand Mappa's ability to animate, but can we please unshackle the animators and let them see their families, please?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, good news on that front. Did you hear finally after fucking 30 years they're letting One Piece be seasonal now? Oh,
Holy shit!
bro,
It
it
only
finally
took a
happened.
what? Elbath?
Yeah, literally. Well, I mean, I'm so happy, man. Well, because they've actually been prioritizing quality, and in order to do that, you gotta fucking give them time.
No more roof piece. We finally.
Well, Roof Piece was actually good. Roof Piece was
Yeah.
I don't know because my understanding of what Roof Piece meant was like it was a pretty peak part of Wano. No more
It was pretty
Dressrosa.
big. Oh dear God.
Yeah.
So now that I'm like almost caught up, I've let like a month's worth of chapters build up for that because life's been crazy. Like going back and watching some of the older animation to the new animation, and it's just so fucking cool seeing
Oh
as
yeah.
somebody that finally fucking took the plunge and stuck with it.
Yeah,
But
One Piece
holy
is definitely
shit,
worth
dude.
the journey. Let me see if I have more to say about this. So, like, something I wanted to bring up with this movie is, this immediately following Demon Slayer being the
Hmm.
number one movie in America, right? It's
Hmm.
yet again more proof that, like, I mean, anime is just fucking sweeping whatever Hollywood can put out. And it's so
Well,
again, it's good.
it also doesn't help that we're in such a fucking loop of like this is a remake, this is a
Oh yeah,
remake, this isn't
that's
a sequel,
exactly the
this
point
isn't,
I'm making.
but also like on the other hand of things, in just about as many of theaters as Chainsaw Man was in, like was Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which was the other movie I saw recently, and both of those were fucking phenomenal in their own right. But I
I didn't even
also
realize that was out. I gotta go see that. I love Guillermo del Toro.
I will sit here and I will suck that man off any
Oh,
day.
dude, did you
Um,
see him say "fuck AI" at like a convention recently? I
yes.
love him. I love him. Yeah.
He's the type of director to also like retweet fucking pirate links to his movies because
Yes.
Kronos is so hard to find. He
That's
was like, here
a
you go.
classic. Like, you can tell when an artist makes something because they love making something versus like, I made it for money. Did someone just hop into our Discord?
Oh, right. I Tyler did, but I don't think it will let him talk in one on one. But
He saw the fucking ghosts, the
anyway,
motherfucking OGs. Uh oh. I just tried
he
to open up
saw both
Chrome.
of
I'm
those.
worried my fucking laptop's gonna explode.
Oh God,
All
no.
right, lock in, lock in.
But yeah, there's a scene in here that actually really captured me as well. And I don't I don't remember it being this obvious, but the symbolism was beautiful. It's like every time Reze would appear on screen up until the moment she bites Denji's tongue off, the spider was trapping his
Yep.
prey, right?
I'm trying to remember. Was that probably wasn't in the manga? That strikes me as like an anime edition because that's something I've seen in a
Um,
lot of anime. I could be wrong, but yeah,
yeah, I don't remember it being part of the manga or like that obvious anyway, but
yeah,
also we were two idiots reading a manga weekly and
yeah. I
reviewing
was
it like the
like,
second
"Do
it
it,
came out.
Denji! Run away with her to Russia!"
And I'm just over here like, no, she's toxic, she's shit. But then I'm over here like, this was probably the best chance he had at a normal life in hindsight.
Literally. Oh yeah. Well, because like the more I see this arc, the more I'm like, oh, there was like a part of her that actually did
Actually
see.
did love him.
Well, at
Yeah,
least at the very least, she had like a pity for him because they had such similar situations in life. You know.
right. She
Um.
was
Good.
essentially red roomed,
Oh
and
yeah.
he has just been groomed by Makima um, for
Go.
however long at this point. Obviously, like her circumstances were from birth, but Denji obviously like stole organs even, fucking just did every odd job he could to bum
Oh yeah.
cigarettes off the
Both
ground and
of them
shit.
are technically bad
Yeah.
people, but they were forced into it out of like necessity.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Damn it! I definitely had something else to say, but it might be gone. Where are we? Where? What started this last chain of conversation? Do you remember?
Rize and G's relationship there, and
Oh
the
yeah.
symbolism of the spider in the web,
I was gonna
was
go
how we got
somewhere.
to
Oh yeah,
this.
I remember. I remember. I remember. There are things retroactively in our review
Hmm.
because again, we were too. Well, one, I think it was kind of. I mean, looking back, it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty obvious how toxic Makima was, right? But I will say that a lot of shit went over our heads because I went back and like clicked on a random early review and I'm like talking about how like, oh, Makima's really nice to Denji. She's trying to help him, and like it's just like holy. I mean, you can really it is a time capsule of two dudes reading it week to week, not realizing what's coming. Because when Makima would do the shit like take the sucker and try to make him feel better about like, oh well, at least your second kiss tastes like this, or like the, oh I think you do have a heart. I had no idea how horrifically I mean, she was attempting to build him up, then break him down, right? And I had no idea. So yeah, there's a
Hmm.
lot of elements of our reviews that don't age well in that regard. But it's a time capsule, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, as a show or a piece of media grows in general, things are going to become more and more apparent, and it's unfortunate, like how some of our conversations went in hindsight, and
Oh, I
it's
don't think any of
very
them are
fortunate how I
cancelable
was.
or anything. We were just
No, no, no.
it was a piece of media and it was trying to trick us, right? But I think the
Right.
only thing
No,
that
I'm not saying any
yeah,
of them are like cancelable. I'm just like, obviously we were stupid,
yeah,
with some of them. Like now that we know, like this is how the story progresses. And I don't want to give too many
yeah.
spoilers for those that are, just experiencing this from the anime and
Well,
the movie. But
retroactively,
like,
I should have been able to key in at how groomery it was. That's kind of what I'm
exactly.
frustrated with myself at. Like, I think I was so used to anime and like the yikesy age stuff that it didn't even like raise a red flag for me at the time. Like I'm such a different
Right.
person now. Like nowadays, I'm like instantly like, oh, you know.
Yeah, I mean, anime was like that when we were growing up in general, and like obviously a lot of that media is problematic in its own regard for how it treats, conversations like that, but it's also fiction. That's
Yeah.
the thing that annoys me, especially with like Has Been Hotel coming back this week and Twitter not realizing that you're not supposed to cheer for the goddamn villain, um, because of the V's.
Unless you're doing it ironically.
Like Sasuke is not the good guy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he's a
I
fucking
enjoy
terrorist.
watching villains do fucked up shit in a fictional capacity, but yeah, you got to
Right.
know
Yeah, no.
good
There's a
from
difference
bad.
between like what's happening in America now to, what happened in Konoha when we were in college, you know?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Um,
but like it's funny in hindsight because I showed a couple of the reviews to my significant other. I'm like that. This is what I did for the better part of COVID,
oh my
and
god.
obviously
Yes,
it
what a
was.
time capsule, man. I love it.
And I'm like, yeah, it is cringy. The conversations we had are
I think
very,
some of them might be
very.
cringy, but I also think some of them probably hold up pretty well.
Oh yeah, no, like there are one-liners in there that I can never replicate, no matter how much I try, But it's still like it's nice to have that time capsule. That's what I love about content
Yeah,
creation.
me too.
Um,
What an
and
era.
there's nothing that's really gonna change this always being something that I do in some capacity. But like
Hmm.
I've said for many, many years, like my role has significantly, stepped back, and obviously by the amount of uploads, I wasn't lying in that regard.
Yeah.
Um,
I like
and
that
you do
this
your own
became a
thing.
lot more of like a nostalgic retrospective of Controlled Chaos than I expected.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of does at times, especially when we're talking about series that we used to review, versus like the podcast where we talk about video games or whatever. Or I drag you into Drunken Kingdom Hearts, and then it just turns into rambling and
Well, it's
screaming
because
at
we're
drunk.
becoming old now. All we can talk about is the glory days.
We are the boomers. We
I
are Unk.
I have felt
Uh,
that very intensely over the last couple of years.
if I see one more goddamn QR code menu, I'm going to kill myself and change the course of everyone's
I
life in
think
that restaurant.
everyone agrees with that. They should at least. Okay, let's see if we can fucking manage to talk about the movie a little bit more. But I wanted to say though, like, it's interesting to me that AI is AI. Ooh, hold on, I'm jumping the gun there. It's interesting to me that anime is so
Mhm.
huge. We've talked about this before, right? There was a great seismic shift because as speaking as two guys who were into anime before it was like huge, right? I mean, like I got into anime
Mhm.
around 2006. Vex was probably into
Uh,
anime way earlier than that.
yeah. Well, OG Toonami, my guy.
Yeah, I got into anime when like Bleach was like brand new, and it's just been crazy to see, and I'm no fucking uber hipster over here. Like I'm happy to see anime be so mainstream and popular now. As long as
I
that.
am the one that kind of wants to bring back a little bit of gatekeeping to a lot of communities.
Well, you know what I do? Well,
But-
you know what I do is there's always niche series, right? Like this, like Sanda
Mhm.
is not. I don't. No matter how good this anime is, I don't think that's going to become just from the nature of how
Well, neither
hard
did
this. Yeah.
B-Star.
Even
Like
Beastar, I don't
B-Star
think
thing.
Beastar's at its peak. I don't think was like huge. I think that was like a
Right.
middle fan. If I was speaking on a series based on how big its fandom is, right? Like bigger than niche, but not popular. Like right in the like it's called like
Exactly.
a cult hit, right? You can still
Yeah,
find
no,
cult
like,
hits like that, you know? Like 100 Girlfriends is in this perfect space for me right now where like the biggest YouTuber talking about 100 Girlfriends regularly has 2.5k subscribers, like 2,500, right? Like it's still pretty
oh
niche,
yeah,
but it's growing. It just broke the 2 season curse. Did you hear about that? It's got a season 3.
I did see that just got
And
announced.
by the way, the second that got announced, we were sitting pretty like steadily at like 715 subscribers. Overnight,
Mhm.
that we went from 715 to 740. Not even overnight, in like 2-3 days. We went from 715 to like 745 in like one night because of so like that
Nice.
season 3 is gonna push us over 1,000 for sure. So it's been really fun watching that niche culture. It reminds me a lot of when we started with Chainsaw Man, right? I mean, to be
Mhm.
the fact that, and I brag about this all the time to like people that are, because now normies at my job, like random coworkers are like, you see the Chainsaw Man movie? I'm like, motherfucker, did I see the Chainsaw Man movie? I was talking about Chainsaw Man before you even knew what anime was. Kill yourself. You have no idea. I'm literally like, I'm like, look up Chainsaw Man, scroll down like for 3 seconds, you'll find me. I am that motherfucker.
Literal.
You are speaking to a celebrity right now. Do you know who I am?
I try to keep that part quiet at work. I
Yeah.
don't want. I do not want a motherfucker knowing that I was that
That
person.
you were the clip bullet guy? Clip bullet.
I don't want people to know that I was Clip Bullet. I
You
was
know,
Mr. Clip Bullet at the time.
it's really fucked up that they didn't animate the clip bullet scene, you know?
They didn't animate that. They
They didn't animate the cum wall scene. They didn't
how
animate
dare
the
they?
hentai devil cameo.
They should have consulted us, Red.
Bro, I'm so excited to do. I want to make like just like Moon Ghost. I showed you. You know, you saw Moon Ghost. I want to make like a full hentai devil movie. We should do that.
Oh dear God.
That'd be epic. What would the plot be? I gotta think of like an overarching
There
character
is no
arc.
plot.
No,
There's
no, no.
no
There's got to be a
fucking plot.
plot. I
It's
want
like a
the.
Tim Robinson sketch.
It would be like. I still think we could focus on like hentai becoming. Let me think. Okay, there's got to be an inciting incident. So like something happens where people become like way more
Look to
disgusted.
Washington.
Something happens where people become like way more disgusted and like fearful of porn. But then towards the end, people realize the importance of porn, and he becomes accepted as a hero. We'll think on that. We'll blackboard that. We'll sit down.
I,
We'll have a writer's
I'm
room.
sure. I'm sure that we can get into the office and we can write that like the good
Hentai
old days.
Devil goes to
Uh,
space and fucks aliens.
I would. I want aliens to be real just so I can fuck
There's
one.
got to be a hole on one of them, at
I'll
least.
make a goddamn hole.
Oh my god, that's horrific. What is this video? It's pretty funny. I'll give you that. Oh my god.
The animation for the fight is what
Oh my
Mappa's
god. Yeah.
fucking bread and butter is.
Their
That
favorite thing ever
entire
is
fight.
blasting bitches through buildings, man. This reminded me of like the fucking JJK fights.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look, dude,
My
if it's about blasting motherfuckers through buildings, hit us up.
we're your studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's about gay dudes and blasting fucking holes in buildings,
We got
we are your
fucking
studio.
presets for that shit right now. We got like I can click and drag, and this is like one building destroyed, 2 buildings destroyed. Uh,
Well, let us call Toei, and we'll get some static fire going from some Toku series, and we're golden.
epic. Yeah, no, I mean, there were parts that were right from the manga, but there were also plenty of anime only fight scenes in this.
Mhm.
And like the one that I always, if you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's right before the big series or sequence of events where he takes down Typhoon. Right before that, they're getting blasted. You know, it's him and Reze. And there's a really cool scene where Reze is like glowing and doing like hand-to-hand combat with him in a building. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It's right before he takes down Typhoon Devil. That was my favorite bit. I mean, I'm not even
Oh
kidding.
God, yeah.
I stood up in my seat. I stood up in the fucking theater and I was like, yo!
I was fist pumping. I was
Yeah.
loving that. I was also loving that they extended the fight with the random douche nuggets that got one shotted
Oh,
in the
yeah.
manga.
Yeah.
of the actual fight, and we saw like the cone and all that going on, and it was
There was some of that in
fucking.
the manga. I think it might have been a little longer in the anime, but they didn't just go down
It's
instantly.
like
There
what?
was I think it was one
Yeah,
chapter.
it
Yeah.
yeah, it was like 4 panels in one chapter, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But no, yeah, I
it
always
was
like it
cool.
when the plebeians like do something and they aren't just like instantly one shot. I agree.
Yeah. And like the animation for them, like it was such an unnecessary addition, because they really serve no plot other than like, well, the villain is
It's
here
hold
and
them
the villain
off
has killed
while
them.
they run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love it. I
So like
mean, good.
getting to see that, and then getting to see like the Fox Devil, do the
Cone's
little
great. We
appearance
love
there.
Cone's great, but also often useless because they're like, I don't like the taste of this. What is this? Fucking chicken teriyaki? Not my thing. Goodbye.
No, no, no. I want orange chicken. Orange chicken, damn it.
Damn, you fucking. You know what's spooky about that? I'm not even kidding. Like before we went to the Oasis, I literally we went to Chinese food and that's what I got. So that was like a weird that was a spooky moment there.
I'm just going with more like Chinese adjacent
Because I
cuisine
never get
there.
orange chicken. I normally get sesame chicken, but for today I was like, I want to do something different.
And that was your choice.
Yeah, daring
No,
today, aren't we?
yeah, no. I mean, you didn't go for the 5 pounds of Arby's human disappeared
The
dude
steak
nuggets.
nuggets are horrific. We tried them; they're awful. It tastes like dog food. They're like at least
it
yeah, go ahead.
was terrible,
Yeah,
dude.
this tastes like they've been sitting under a heat lamp for half a day, which is what were you expecting? Filet mignon, like
No, you God no, but I was expecting to not taste the homeless corpse off of fucking Fifth Street. Holy
damn,
shit.
dude, fucking
Uh,
why are homeless people catching a stray right now? That's fucked up.
that's what Twitter had dubbed them.
Oh
So
my
just
god,
fuck my.
scraped off the fucking roadkill. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
literally.
trying to think of
It's like
good.
roadkill stew down south, like
Yeah.
homeless nuggets in California.
Oh,
Um,
oh Jesus Christ, this is dark. Let's see.
but still, somehow our best bet is Gavin Newsom. So I don't know how to feel there, Mister Clean the encampment himself.
Yeah, give me. I mean, maybe AOC will run. Maybe. I mean, listen. Let's just focus on the joy of Mom Donnie fucking destroying in New York City right now. I don't know if you've been following that. It's
I'm loving that right
oh, he's
now.
cooking. He's cooking, and I want you to understand how important that is. He's leading by double digits. It's almost a guarantee he'll win. And
Hmm.
when he does, that's a democratic socialist in charge of the business capital of the world. That's hilarious.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Yep.
the
And
awesome.
then like half of the fucking police force is threatening to quit because it's just
Do
going
it.
on brain.
Do it. Fucking
Like,
rehire some
like,
non-fucking racist sociopaths. Yeah.
no, 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 no. Just abolish the police.
It
Put
depends on what you
crisis
mean by
workers
that.
in
You know, I'm
there.
not gonna be like a fucking Twitter
Put
lefty.
crisis workers in there, and just get rid of like the fact that it's the second largest fucking privately
Oh,
funded
it's
fucking.
way bigger than it needs to be. I mean, actually, you know, it's funny you say that. If half of them quit, it'll be down to a size that makes fucking sense. Actually, so there you go.
And then like our own police here just bought another fucking tank last week. I'm
Oh
like, what
yeah.
do we need this
Well,
for?
memeing aside, because I do want to actually educate here. His policy is to, basically you won't need as many cops because right now cops get called for everything, right? If like a kid is like
Yep.
crying too loud, they'll fucking send a cop with a gun to shoot him. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like Mamdani's plan is like to basically have like a task force of different people for different tasks. So if it's like a mental
Hmm.
health thing, they send a mental health professional instead of a guy with a gun to kill him. You know?
Yeah.
So like when
Like
you do
it's
that, you'll
good
need
to
less
have.
cops. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have armed officers for when you need an armed
Oh yeah,
officer,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm
And
not going to
that's
say
going to be what
like.
the 911 call is, right? They're gonna
Hmm.
assess. This has been talked about to death in the debates, but like they're gonna assess, like they're gonna ask, like is there a gun? Are they violent at all? Blah blah blah. But like
Yep.
study after study after study after study show when someone with a
De-escalation.
when someone with a gun shows up to a situation that wasn't violent, it turns violent. Always, always.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, there's your 2.5% politics. That's become a running gag on our channel. Is every video has 2.5% politics talk. We talk about politics for 3 seconds, then we move on.
Yeah.
We've contained
But
ourselves
yeah,
because it's not
that is.
fun. It's not fun anymore to talk about politics. It used to be fun. Now it's too real. It's gotten
Yeah.
sad. You know,
It really
talking about
has.
how fascism was cringe was fun when the fascism was like away from us, and now it's here and it's too
Yeah,
real.
yeah. It really is. And I'm just like, what are my options anymore? Because like,
Just
you know,
keep your head low and ride out the collapse. Because if
yeah,
there's one thing that's consistent about fascism is that it's not sustainable. So
yep, literally,
keep your head
the
down.
goal, the glory of a straight passing relationship is,
Yep.
I am white, so I
Yep.
have a little bit more privilege, and my
Exactly.
partner is white.
Keep your head down and don't tweet on anything too spicy.
Well, I mean, I sent you on Discord what I was referring to earlier.
Well, I'll take a look later. Do we want
Yeah,
to
but
wrap this up?
do we think that season two is going to happen next year? Like,
Um, it depends. I mean, like this took a while, right? If they're
uh-huh.
if they're like committed to this like absurd level of quality, I was one honestly. I was almost aiming. I was thinking like late 2026 at the earliest. You know, maybe even
Yeah,
2020. I'm feeling 2027 to be honest with you. If they're gonna stick with this, and you
because we
know
got
how.
JJK.
Yep.
We got JJK next year, so 90% of their animation team is working on that.
And
Uh,
all of the insane shit that they have to animate for the next season, right? Like Quan doing all her Quan stuff and Hell, and yeah. So I would guess like late
I
2026.
want an episode of the lesbian orgy.
Yep, whole episode, extend it.
Yep, just give me full blown in like AO rated Yuri. Like
There you go.
I want Halloween fucking eating out Quan's
That would be
ass.
fucking awesome,
Okay.
dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can we? I'll go to the. Hopefully, they release it in theaters as well, and then we get to go to the theaters and just all jack off
We
and
go
fucking.
to we go to Detroit to the fucking porn theater.
I need to look at that. Yeah, that'd be epic. I mean, like there was like sex shit happening. There was scissoring, right? Like I mean, like I remember like they made you
Yeah.
like sign in to this. So I mean, like there's gonna have to be unless they puss out, there'll have to be like a little bit like soft core sex in the anime. That'll be epic.
They'll be making out or whatever.
Nah,
Is
bro.
how
If
they'll
there's
do
not
like
scissoring, I fucking
the
boycott. The goddamn movie was rated R. They could show sex if they wanted to.
yeah. Yeah, they could show like Game of Thrones level sex and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know oh, we're tired of sex on TV, Rad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, it says all the virgins, I guess.
Fucking Gen Z being so anti-sex versus millennials who are just like the horniest people on the planet
Yeah,
is just fucking
it's
depressing
like
to
a
me.
difference in where they get their dopamine, right? Like we didn't, we were the last generation to not grow up with the iPad. You know, lack of iPad made us seek our dopamine out through ushy gushy pussy, and
No, but instead we got groomed on Kick.
I didn't. I've never been on Kick in my life. I don't even know what that is. Is that like isn't Kick like the edgy Twitch?
No, or
Oh,
KIK.
oh, I don't know
It
what
was
that is.
a messaging app. Yeah, it
What
was a
kind of app?
messaging app.
Oh,
It
I've
was a
never heard of it.
messaging app. That,
Yeah,
yeah. You missed out on like
getting groomed.
old
Yes.
school. Yeah, old school. Um, um, fucking alt kid getting. Yeah, it was this. I probably just triggered everybody in our fucking comments that are above the age of like 25 of like, oh, I remember that. I got groomed by somebody that was pretending to be a member of a band. Yeah, anyway, that app there I sent to you on Messenger. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know shit
Yeah.
about that.
Uh
Anyway,
yeah.
what are we thinking for final thoughts on this? It's been nice to talk about this with you again. You know, I wouldn't
And we need
mind.
to have you on for something that isn't Chainsaw Man related again soon.
Yeah, I'm down.
And obviously like hang out in real life and like, the fact that the rest of the team here is either countries away or
Hmm.
states away.
Yeah.
But
I'm down.
I think that we need more quality anime movies like this. Like obviously Studio Ghibli held the crown for ages, but we were proving like an actual animation studio can put out the same level of quality now between the JJK movies, the Demon Slayer movies, and now Chainsaw Man. I think that the next big movie, animation movie, will be and I'm not joking, if we do get it, Don will have one, and that will be another top tier animated
So what,
feature.
like instead of season three?
I think that once we get to the Veloma arc,
The whole like
where the
yeah yeah.
kaiju, yeah,
That could be a
kaiju
movie because
shit,
it's a pretty big like huge ass alien civil war. Yeah.
yep, I think that would be a great arc to put
Yeah,
into a
I guess we'd
movie.
have to see because that's a whole different studio, right? Like, would Science Saru
Hmm.
want to do a movie rather than a season? I don't know what the pros and cons are in terms of like, the motivations for them to make that decision. But yeah,
I don't know if they're a big enough studio to do that, but if they did it and the way that they animate season to season for that has been so
oh,
fucking impressive, I
Science
think they could
Saru
do it.
is the neck. Like I said, man, they're fucking cooking with Sonda as well. I'll tell you what's definitely coming up because it's been quite long since the last one, and there's usually like these usually hit every 3 to 4 years. New One Piece movie will be dropping within the next 2 years. Mark my word, and those are always huge.
It'll be blue, One Piece
Yeah,
blue.
film blue. That's been a joke because that'll be about it'll be about Buggy.
Give me a buggy movie, dude. That'd
I'll
be
watch a
so
Buggy
cool.
movie. Fuck yeah, Buggy's hilarious.
But
What about you?
like, but like, I would also like to have a Brook movie.
Fuck you. Oh,
Just
dude, yeah,
fucking
catch up to
Ian
Elbath,
Sinclair
my guy.
singing.
There's some fucking
But like a 90-minute musical of just Ian Sinclair singing his heart out.
oh
Give me
yeah, for
that.
sure. Well, I was just gonna say I was gonna hype you up, and in Elbath, there's like some foreshadowing that we're gonna get a little bit more into his past, before he like died. So that's exciting.
God, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That would be dope.
Well, I'm beginning to pass out from exhaustion, so let's wrap this up. We made an hour though. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot more to say. Obviously, this was an action-focused movie. We got to reminisce. We got to talk
Yeah,
about the movie.
I think they did
Got
a
some final thoughts.
really good job on conveying the emotions. Like
Hmm.
I'm a sucker for young love stuff, and like especially with Denji, it's like this. They're both child soldiers to an extent, but at least like Reze, she said she hadn't been to school, but she probably received like an underground education, right? Like
Yeah,
here's how you fucking kill, and she at least
like
knows how to
Black
like
Widow.
yeah, and she knows how to read and speak correctly and present herself. She probably didn't go to a traditional
Mhm.
school where she got to be like
Yeah,
normal, but like
yeah.
so
No,
like
like it was very Red Room.
she clearly took a lot of pity on him because she's like, oh my god, like compared to me, like this guy is arguably has it worse from like a human rights perspective, and so like these scenes where she's like, I'll teach you everything, like you sense this. It's conveyed even better in the anime, like this sense of like maybe we could just leave. Maybe I want to see where this kid's head is at and decide if I really do want to kill him. Because I mean, she presents him with the option of running away, and then he says no, I can't, and then he's like, because I mean that's the moment right there where rather than choose his freedom, he chooses his job. Right, and like even though
Hmm.
from Denji's perspective, it's not like look at this for the first time in this fucking hour-long review, some actual analysis. That is the moment there where instead of choosing in her perspective, he's choosing his loyalty to his government and loyalty to his
Hmm.
job, even though it's not that deep for Denji. Denji's just like, hey, it's a good paying job. I get good food. I have friends, right? But from her
Yeah.
perspective, that's all she needed. It's like, oh, he's a traitor, or not a traitor, but he's an enemy to my government, and that's my job,
Hmm.
right? There was a moment where she was like, maybe if I convince him to run away, because I imagine in the alternate world where he does run away with her, it would be like she brings him back to Soviet Russia, and it's like, hey, he's willing to fight on our side. We don't have to kill him, So yeah,
Oh
so
yeah, like and that's the depressing thing is like obviously she had this very like underground education, and we see that like that was the moment that she's like, well, now he's got to die. But on a deeper level, like to him, everything that she is doing is so foreign, right? Like the idea of an education when like all he's ever seen was like poverty, and now that he's out of poverty and out of this hole that he was in where he was selling his nuts, he was fighting random devils, he was stealing fucking cigarette butts and eating them. He was doing all this random shit to survive, and now he doesn't have to because he has a stipend. He has like this ability to like have a roof over his head, and he has a family for the first time in his life. He has everything he ever wanted. So why? and obviously the idea of the story going forward is like chasing the next high for him because now that he's
Mm,
got everything he ever wanted, he needs another goal to go to because that's all he's ever known is trying to find a goal,
yeah,
right?
his body's in constant survival mode.
Right. So like to him, like why would he need an education if all he everything he needs is right here? Why would he need to escape when he is provided? Obviously, he's been groomed into thinking this way.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's
Um,
coming. If he knew it was coming.
like he has no need to move further. So he kind of fucked himself there. And this was like we said, this was the best option he had
Oh yeah.
moving forward. Like everything else has been significantly worse for him.
Yeah, and like I
Without
said
spoiling the
earlier that
story.
like maybe I said earlier that maybe like she would be like, oh, he can fight on our side, government, Russian government, don't kill him. But in all reality, she clearly wanted to escape from them too. So like they probably would have tried to like find a place where neither one of their governments could have tracked them down, which would have been tough, obviously. But
Right.
it'd be like a life on the run type shit, which I mean would have probably
Yeah.
had an element of freedom to it.
Yeah, no, literally, it would have had some freedom, just not good freedom. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And think for Tedenji, right? You'd be back to starving, finding every meal day by day. You know what I mean? No stability, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
And by
unfortunate.
the way, and this just clicked with me, and this is the genius of part one Fujimoto writing here. That connects right into the country mouse city mouse conversation.
Hmm.
Right into it, right? Like, sure, you can be more free, you run away from her, but there goes your stability, there goes your easy life, right? It's like
He's
freedom or
just
easy
taking
life,
for yeah. What clicked with me is like I knew I had heard that analogy before. It was cited in the movie, at least in the sub version. It was Aesop's Fables. That's where it came
Mm.
from.
Oh, that's cool.
I knew I had heard that before. I just could not, for the life of me, in my many years of like chasing different college degrees and fucking literary classes, I could not remember where I placed it. It was fucking Aesop's Fables, which is like lit 101 in college.
Yeah,
I was just
even
a fucking
I love
dumbass.
that. Yeah. All right. Well, I think
Um,
we just over past an hour. You got final thoughts here, my brother?
yeah, I think like if they're doing a second movie for this, it will be the final battle because like it's just all
I
action and they
think
can
that
go
the
balls.
next season should be a normal season. There's a lot going on there. I
Yeah,
think but then yeah,
yeah.
the final shit could definitely be a movie, and it should be because the finale of that will go hard as fuck in the theater.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just don't want them to do what they're doing with Infinity Castle for Demon Slayer and three fucking movies. I'm so sick of this multi-part
No,
event finale.
doesn't seem like Chainsaw Man's gonna do that. I mean, that simply just because of how fucking quickly paced part one is.
Yeah, but like they could do like all the doll shit and
Oh my god.
Santa Claus and all
Uh,
that, which will be fucking traumatic as hell as one season.
there's gonna be some fun
The
shit in that
assassin
season.
arc.
Yeah, man,
Uh,
hell, I mean, like, dude, everyone they're gonna cook so hard with Darkness Devil. I mean, gee, like
God.
that's such a famous scene that it's already on like sweaters and shit. I've seen like merch out in the wild with that panel on it. And the panel of
Hmm.
the astronauts cut in half, and it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just been in the
literally.
manga for years. Like when that gets, I mean, they're gonna put more money than a small country's GDP into that one fucking scene.
I mean, yeah, like they have to. Like that's the panel. That is the panel that made everybody like this is a fucking masterpiece. They have to
Yeah.
put a lot of production budget into that, and they'll have to do that into the Gun Devil.
Oh my god, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. The part where he's fucking destroying everything, just like moving over to Makima is gonna be insane.
mhm. Like the panel with all the names going on, like
Oh,
that.
I'm so
There
excited to
is
see how they do that.
that's going to be where the production budget goes for that, and the fight with Quan will probably go
Oh,
really
her
hard too.
speeding
But
through and getting everyone cut in half. It's gonna be insane. But I imagine I'm thinking 2027 for that. Honestly, I think we got a whole year of watching other
yeah,
shit before we get to that.
we probably got like this season 2026 or early 2027 is what I'm thinking
Yep.
right now.
Yeah.
But that's the video.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, we'll see.
Peace.
We'll see. Oh, one last thing. We'll see where part two goes. If part two ever like officially ends, we'll definitely hop on here and do like a retrospective. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, you'll see your Uncle Red and Uncle Vex. Where I hope you all
Yeah.
are doing good. I hope you remember the memories fondly of watching us and our stupid bullshit reviews in COVID,
Yeah.
and these
Yeah.
reviews brought me a lot. And they brought me the happiness I now have reviewing 100 Girlfriends because of a random
Yeah.
comment, comment that I made asking someone to draw me and Vex fucking Makima, and
Beautiful.
a guy named Rios just happened to have that weekend off, and he fucking drew it, and now my life is totally in a completely different course. So check that out if you want more weekly read. Vex, where can they find you? What do you do these days?
Here, reviewing Power Rangers. We're going to be finishing up Samurai here pretty soon, recording that video. Um, and then we got like 4 more seasons before we finish that. And then we're doing all of Naruto. So God help us
Oh
all.
man! And
Uh,
are you actually spreading whole on OnlyFans, or was that a joke?
that is actually a thing that I'm doing.
All
So
right,
yeah, that's the
track
thing.
that down. I don't know if you will. I don't know if YouTube would allow us to
I
link
am
an
not say
OnlyFans.
I'm not linking that in the comments of this
Maybe on
because
your Twitter.
of you. It's somewhere. You can find that link.
That's baller as fuck. Like, my asshole is out there somewhere. It's your job to find it.
It is literally out there. But pay for the renovations for my van. And on that note, peace.
Peace.